conditions, I would like to emphasize here that it will be followed as an international playing conditions. If there is any, in future, any tie in the knockout stages, it will be a super over. And there is one thing which I want to be emphasize more on is that foreign players. This event, let me tell you, has been recently sanctioned by ICC, day before yesterday, because ICC started approving the domestic tournaments also where the international players participate. So if you are calling any player from outside who's supposed to be an international or a first-class player from any other full board member country, you have to have an NOC from the respective board. So we won't be allowing players to just come and play here without the NOC. If you need our help, we will help you to get that person approved from the respective boards. But you can't be just calling a player from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and let him play without the approval of the respective board. Because ICC has come out strongly that, you know, the domestic cricket is meant for this team. If any foreign cricketer comes and plays here, he should have a permission from the respective boards in Pakistan or Sri Lanka, whatever it is. So please make sure that if you plan to bring a first-class player or an ex-international player or a present international player, you can't even call Afridi and say, okay, come here and play. We have to get seek the PCB's approval for that. Because he's still not completed 1 year of his retirement from international cricket. And so also this goes on for any first-class cricketer who's played the Khair-e-Azam or anything who's playing the Khair-e-Azam or, you know, and we used to have players from there. You give us the names, we'll try to help you out and get their approval. So please, you can convey to your captains and managers of your respective teams to make sure that this is followed closely. And if you read this, there's a clearly defined playing conditions for the T20 event, and this will be played as per the ICC norms. If there's any point missing out in our playing conditions, the ICC rules apply. That's as simple as that. So we now take the opportunity to call Mr. Walid Mukhadir to say a few words to us. Mr. Walid, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zahir. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How long do I have?
As much as you want.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Badr Khan and the Sharjah Cricket Council and the Cricket Club members for conducting such a prestigious tournament. This is the 29th season, and it's a remarkable achievement to reach that level of 29th edition. It's a proud moment for me here to stand before you and announce that we have been joined by 20 teams from around the UAE, which shows that cricket actually is growing in this region, and shows that there is interest which is building up every now and then. We keep talking about teams closing, but we keep seeing when we announce tournaments, the number of teams are just adding up. So there's a confusion here. So we understand that the players are available, and teams doesn't mean when teams close that there's no cricket happening. The players are available, so they go up, associate with the other teams, build their own teams, which means that passion in this game is strong in this region. And I'm proud to say that for the last 40-45 years, ever since cricket started in the United Arab Emirates, and I thank here Mr. Abdul Khadir, the father of cricket, who believed in this game and realized that this is the place for cricket, and this is the place where the base of cricket can happen and can grow from here on. So I thank you for coming all the way today. Just want to talk about the current leagues. We are now into the third league in a span of 2 months. This is a great honor for Sharjah Cricket Council actually, because if you see that we had in the first event 10 teams, and the second event, Bukhadir League, we had 16, and now it's just growing. In this Ramadan Cup, we have 20 teams. It only shows that people are hungry and they really want more cricket, and we are there to make sure that the great games are on for them. So we promise them that we will keep going on. Summer is coming around the corner, and we will have a summer cup as well after Ramadan. and we'll start the season fresh with strong tournaments, whether it's Sharjah Stadium or in Al Bayt Village. I was just talking to you a while ago, and I again reiterate my support to any tournaments you're willing to conduct in Sharjah or there. We're there to support cricket, and we will keep doing so. On the rules and regulations, I understand that a lot of captains probably could not make it today because of their commitments in other leagues. But I would definitely be happy if you guys, raise questions and ask and get to know about the rules and regulations. It's on the move. Every day there's new rules and regulations, whether outside the UAE or in the UAE in terms of the rules and regulations, and it's good for you to understand and learn the new rules and regulations, and you've got the officials to answer. I would definitely thank Rainbow Steakhouse and Radio 8911 for their support for this tournament, and I'm sure that this tournament will be much better than the previous ones, and look forward to seeing a superb tournament this year. Thanks a lot.
Okay, now we get on to the draws. I would like to call upon Irfan, if you could join me here. And Wes, you can come over. Now, what we are going to do is, we have chosen 5 clubs which are better known clubs. We are going to seed them as the top teams of those groups. I've got 5 names here, and these 5 names will be going into A1, B1, C1, and D1, and E1. So I'd like to request Irfan to pick up the first draw, and A1 goes to Multiplex International. You kindly go down. Can you draw this, please? Next one. B1 goes to UBL. Irfan is picking up Group C. Aliborn Tigers. Aliborn Tigers C1. We're going for Group D now. Globe Link West Star is D1. And the final one-stop tourism goes in as Group E. You can leave this here. Thank you. Now, the next one, I'd like to pick up this ball where we have the rest of the 15 teams. They will be going in order as A2, B2, C2. Irfan will pick up now Group A. A2 is Mir CC. Please. Allied Shipping goes in as Group B2. Allied Shipping. Sharjah Club goes in with as Group C2, Sharjah Club. Seva goes in as Group D2, Seva. NMC goes in as Group E2. Now we get on to the Group A again for the third seeding.
Sir? Play करें.
You want to have a break? Okay. Can we stop for some time? Okay. continue. You're okay? Done? Okay. Now we are going to group A, 3. It's UAE Kings 11. Group B, number 3, is Metal Blast. Group C, 3 is Atlas Foundation. Group D, 3 is General Petroleum. Group E3 is Bukhatir 11. Okay, now we are going back to Group A. This is the Sharjah Cement Factory Cricket Club, which is called as SCIDC. They are Group A4. SCIDC. The next one out is Group B4. Singh Diesel. Group C4 is Sharjah under 19. Group D4 is Radio 4, our media sponsors. Group E4 is Rackstrom, RAK, Rackstrom, that's right. So can I just repeat these seatings, the groupings? Group A, Multiplex International, Meet CC, UAE Kings 11, and SCIDC Cricket Club. Group B is UBL, Allied Shipping, Metal Blast, and Singh Diesel. Group C, Aluborn Tigers, Sharjah Club, Atlas Foundation, and Sharjah under 19. Group D is Global Vestar, Seva, General Petroleum, and Radio 4. Group E is One Stop Tourism, LMC, Bukhatir 11, and Rackstrom. So that is the complete 20 teams in these 5 groups.
Imran.
So as I said earlier, we inshallah starting on the 26th of February, 26th of May, which is a Friday. So we will be making the scheduling tomorrow because we just need to coordinate with the other councils. They have also announced their event, so we have to make sure that the clashes does not take place between the Dubai and Sharjah and one council. So hopefully by tomorrow evening you will have the schedule ready. And I'd like to request you again, because of the number of tournaments going on here, and most of the teams are playing 2, 2, 3, 3 tournaments. So once we make this, the scheduling, it will be very difficult for us to change because you people will be playing elsewhere also. So please try to accommodate our schedule as well as the other ones which you will be playing. And I'd like to again wish you all the best. And also, sorry Walid, I forgot to thank, but you did thank, you saved my skin. Thank you to Radio 4 for being our media partners, and Rainbow Hospitality for their support towards the FNB. Thank you very much indeed. And any questions please? Anything which I can get?
I just want to know, do we need to give the players list before the matches or when?
Well, each team is supposed to play with 18 teams, 18 players, and the first day itself